What is up, you guys? My name is Alexandra and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be making samosas. I used to make samosas with my siblings all the time when we were kids. I don't know why. It was like chocolate chip cookies and samosas like every weekend for a while. I don't know. You can ask them. So I was talking about that the other day and my boyfriend Nick didn't know that you could like make samosas like sort of easily. So that's what we're gonna be making today. I have a recipe here. I will link it in the description box below. It is from the Food Network. I am going to be making this recipe quite loosely. Without further ado, let's make some samosas. So this recipe is in two parts. You're gonna need to make the dough and you're gonna need to make the filling. So for the dough, you're going to need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and 3/4 cup of warm water. For the filling, you're going to be needing 2.5 cups of, it says diced Yukon gold potatoes. I have red potatoes. It says that we're going to need fennel seed, cumin seed, coriander. I don't have those. So I am going to be making a loose interpretation on the filling flavors. So that is what I am going to be improvising and not following from this recipe. So I will let you know what I put in and I'll put that in the description box below as well. We're also going to need 2 cloves of garlic, 1 inch of fresh ginger, frozen spinach, I have kale, salt and pepper, frozen peas, I'm using canned peas, and vegetable oil for frying. Step 1, let's get into the dough. For the dough, we're going to combine in our flour and salt. Then we're going to add in our oil and then our warm water, and we're going to stir to combine. Combined everything together, flipped it out onto the counter and kneaded it for about 5 minutes until it was elastic. If you touch it, it does spring back out nicely. And we are going to set this aside and start on our potatoes. Okay, maybe I should have started with the potatoes because we have to cut them and boil them and then drain them and then set them aside. So maybe I should have done that first, but that's okay, doing it now. For our potatoes to boil. Next, we're going to toast our spices and fry our onions, garlic, and ginger. And then we're gonna throw it all together. I think I might also add a carrot to this, just a very finely chopped carrot. I like that. I like that. Carrots and peas, why not? But even those are gonna take a little bit longer. I'm going to chop our garlic and onion and get ready for the next step. Oh yeah, and my carrot. I decided I'm putting a carrot. So I'm gonna have to get that as well. Does anyone else think of Shrek every time they cut an onion? Because I know I sure do. And I just have to wonder if that's just a me thing or does anybody else think of Shrek when they cut onions? Because ogres are like onions. They have layers. They have layers. Our potatoes are done, so we're going to drain those and set them aside, and then we're gonna start on our toasting of the spices and things. So. And I'm gonna blast them with some cold water to stop the cooking process as best I can. This is a weird angle. Hey, how's it going? So the next part is to toast our spices. So it calls for fennel, cumin, and coriander seeds, and we have to toast them. I have a pickling mixture that has all of those items, but I don't want to leave them whole. So I'm going to put them through this mortar and pestle here, and we're gonna see how it goes. This also calls for mustard. I don't have mustard, but this contains mustard seed, so we're gonna go with that. So I'm gonna say that's probably a teaspoon of this mixture, and I'm gonna put that in the pan to toast. I'm also winging it, remember, so I'm going to put in garam masala. And anybody who is actually from India can punch me because I'm aware that this is not the same. So sorry for Canadianizing your food, but at least I'm acknowledging it. I'm also gonna put a few chili flakes just for a little heat, like that many. And some cumin and curry powder. spices are quite fragrant right now, so we're gonna add our oil and our onion. All right, 4 minutes. I'm also gonna salt this now, just to bring the flavors all together. I don't remember if it says I have to or not, but I'm going to, because I feel like it'll just draw out all of the beautiful, like, fragranty spices together. Can you tell I'm not a professional? The beautiful fragranty spices. All right, I think it's been like 4 minutes. I'm going to now add our ginger and our garlic to the pan. I'm going to chop our kale. I'm just gonna do a little bit of it. I'm gonna open our peas, drain those, and then throw our potatoes and everything into our pan. All right, I'm gonna throw everything in now. I also forgot to mention that I did add some turmeric to the mixture for color. All right, so the mixture is basically finished, but I did add a little bit more water and oil to it, and I put a cover on it, just stirred it up. I'm gonna let it steam in itself so the potatoes get soft enough that, like, they'll kind of break apart when you're stirring it and create more of a sauce. Then apparently we have to let that cool all the way before we put them in the dough wrappers. What we have to do is take our dough and divide it into 12 portions and then roll them out, and then we're gonna fill them. So I don't know what kind of brain fart I just had, but I cut them into way too many pieces. So I am going to pair them up and form them into a new shape. So then we're gonna roll them out and make some samosas. So let's do that. I'm gonna fry them in a cast iron pan. So I'm gonna fill it with some oil. Here's our filling, by the way. It looks really, really good. I don't know if you can see it, like, in that light. It smells more like a potato curry than a samosa, but that's fine. I'm just gonna roll with it. Now joined us. All right, here are the samosas. They look delightful. And I mean, I don't think I said that I fried them for 2 minutes on each side, by the way. So do that, and then you'll get this. Ew, you're chewing so loud in my ear. Oh my God, I'm not okay.
They're really good.
They are really good.
Despite the chewing in your ear.
No, the flavor is really nice on them.
Nice sort of curry undertone, a little bit of sweet in there.
All right, so these are delicious. Crispy and crunchy on the outside, super flavorful on the inside. Make sure to check out the description box below for the modifications that I did so that you can get these.
They're tasty.
They're tasty. They're really good. Really, really good. You just said the exact same thing. I just repeated. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I upload videos every Saturday. Enjoy your week, guys. I will see you next weekend. Bye!
Bye-bye.